Hello my convicts and convicts, yes it is I, the Kappa Convict, bringing you guys and gals another gameplay. So here we are, we're jumping into some Black Ops 3. I have pre-recorded this a little bit and then done my voice afterwards as my little boy's here. So if I need to stop recording, obviously it would just be the audio and I can kind of work it around that. When you're trying to do gameplays and he's here with you, it can be very distracting at times. So that's the reason why I sometimes record, especially when he's off school, and not do it all together in one. So here we go. Let's have a look. So I'm going to call this probably clutch and high KD, possibly, because you'll find out once you've actually watched the videos. But I really enjoy playing this. I've got a DNS I'm using here at the moment that I actually found to be working pretty well. As you can see, taking out the people without even having to fire. So here we go. So this has probably been one of my more favourite maps. I do like this map, even though it is awkward to see any score streaks if you have such as like the Wraith or UAVs. In this particular kind of map, it's very difficult to see anything above the trees. I struggled so much when trying to shoot down score streaks in this kind of map, but in the other, in the plus side of it, at least people are going to struggle to do that to you as well, so it's pretty funny. So the first game is going to be a little bit shorter. I wanted to share this one because of obviously what happens in the end, which I'll not spoil that for you. And my little boy, as you can hear him here. But definitely keep an eye out for it. And the second game, you definitely want to watch that to the end as well. Because I went off, and to see how well I did, you definitely need to stick around for that one. So we'll apologise, my hand was a little bit spaghetti in this game as well, because my hands are pretty cold. I don't know why. We've not long since come in. It's been quite of a hectic day, which is also reason why I'm recording a little bit later in the evening to what I normally do. Normally I would have had it done by now, would have been out by now. So I do apologise on that behalf. So hopefully you're all having a great Christmas Eve. And happy Christmas if I don't get a chance to say it. Obviously I'll do a recording again for tomorrow announcing Merry Christmas to most of my convicts and convicts, and I salute you to everyone who does come here and support, and those of you who are new and subscribe, tap the notification bell and like the videos when you become one of Kappa's convicts, or for the ladies a convict. So here we go, trying to hit people with a bow. It didn't quite work. As you can tell, I was like, ugh. I need to try and get back into the practice of using the bow again. I heard him jump again, and luckily, very luckily, I managed to hit him that time around. But I was struggling with the bow. And especially the pistol. Now, I don't understand that. That was Seraph. And the ability he just used was not something Seraph uses. So how did he do that? Answers in the comments below. That was Seraph. And yet she used Firebreak's ability to stun me. How? Answers on a postcard, because even I don't know, unless what they did is they actually had Firebreak before and they changed at the end and it didn't quite change the character. Or it changed the character but not the specialist, I don't know. But that was Seraph and she used Firebreak's Heatwave. So answers on the postcard there, I don't know. And now coming towards the end of the first gameplay. And as you can see, it was very close, but we managed to clutch it up. And there we go. 83 to 85. I joined in late and still got a 3.50 KD. And we did pretty well. The other team did pretty well at the top as well, 34 and 30, but they did die quite a lot in there as well. I was going to show you the scoreboard in there because well, actually one of the players on their team or on my team actually had a very high KD like mine. So I was like, oh, this might be a bit of a challenge video, like, see what we can do against them. But I think they also decided to leave after that game, which is, fair enough, I guess. But as you can see, we're playing double Redwood today as well. They're going back into Redwood once again. They wanted to pick the same map. I don't mind. I like this map. So for me, it was like, oh, okay. Pretty good. Pretty fun. Let's get it on. So here we go. Just waiting to load in. As you can see, we're loading in. Now I might look into, in the new year, getting an SSD for my PS4. I'm also hopefully, at some point, in the future would love to get a pro version of the PlayStation. If you didn't know, I've actually got a base version of the PS4. So here we go again, this time using the KV key, and as you can see I changed my specialist as well to a I don't need to do much in accuracy department with Nomad. So this is my first mistake. I dwindled too much on that bridge right there, and I saw the other guy, and then I was trying to shoot the other guy and then turn, and I was like, no, you're gonna die here, that's just a stupid thing to do. Wonderful spawns, I'm guessing that was. Don't know why they spawn there when I'm literally on their spawn. Just kind of crazy that they spawn there. This is the reason why I was kind of a little bit more apprehensive about going that way. And I could see my team spawning this way anyway, and I thought, well, they must be going this way now. They must be spawning at some point here. Normally the head glitch, that yellow barrel there, that's why I'm always looking at the barrel. Try and find out references of the most places people go to. Obviously, this being one of the places people like to hide in. So I'm trying to figure out where they're coming from, as I did hear feet, which is why I kind of looked towards the yellow barrels again. And normally you do get them coming this way as well. Spaghetti aim with my cold fingers, and just couldn't quite hit him, and he'd got the Shiva. 2 shots in, that's all he needed. Now let me know in the comments below what you think of the Shiva if you still play Black Ops 3. I still think the Shiva is kind of hit and miss a little bit. I don't think it detects as well as what it should do. And sometimes I'm in the, you know, what should have been a 2-shot ends up being a 3-shot. Kind of weird. So just running down here with teammates, trying to cover him while he's running in. So I had to cough there. Luckily I muted myself. One of the fun things about having the Steel Series Arctis 5s is you can mute it and not have to go into the PlayStation itself. So trying to hit this guy from the rock. And it's like, well, what do we do now? Where do we go? What do we, you know, who gonna kill now? As you can see, I tend to stick more to the outer edge. I hate going into the buildings. I definitely won't go into the bunker part because that's just shotgun hell. As you can hear, shotguns going off there all the time. Just catching an enemy off guard here and steal his Shiva. That's why I was kind of being a bit cautious with him, because I knew he probably would be the one with the Shiva. I knew one of the batteries had it. So now the Shiva is mine. It's time to get some payback. So just trying to figure out where people are spawning, trying to get a shot, and it's like, no, you're gonna miss. I'm like, okay, well, they all seem to love going to the center. Let's make the center not an option. And if it is an option, then obviously it's a good option for me. So just checking, covering bases, making sure not spawning here, and try and kill as many people as possible. Okay. I will apologise, my little boy being here does like to make his noise, show that he's here, and yeah. So Hive's going to work, UAV now in, and check out some more people if we can. Spaghetti aim, I was just like, just keep on firing, there's so many people, just keep on shooting, maybe I'll kill some at least. The problem of having cold hands, always make sure your hands are warm and the environment you're in is a comfortable, warm environment. Otherwise you get very achy fingers, or your hands just don't seem to function. And that's my biggest problem at the moment. I'm just feeling it's not working, my hands are just not moving to where I want them to. So just trying to figure out now where they're coming from. Could it be spawning this way? Normally they'll head glitch that rock there, so I generally try not to run down to the bottom here, the rock at the end here. But he slid past it, so okay. You slide by then, boy. So it's like, do I rush? And then I heard the HXD, it's like, uh-oh, quick, let's get in. Don't get me, HXD. Now this car always chases me. And at this point I know that most of my players on my team are in their area, so surely we would have them spawning here. Battery thinking she's going to kill me with her kinetic. I don't think so. Not while I've got the Shiva. So again, just waiting, knowing that my team's in the other area, thinking, well, surely they're going to spawn here. That's a nice little head glitching spot as well between the box. Sometimes people forget about that. So I'm like, okay, let's hive this area, because I'm sure people will come this way. And there we go. In comes the first Wraith. As you can see, even though I'm doing pretty well and I've got Cerberus and Wraith, my team still let me down, was still behind, and it was up to me to pull the clutch, to pull us back in front. And then in comes a rolling thunder. I'm like, oh great, this is going to take out both my streaks, possibly. If this hits my Wraith and my Cerberus, it's going to kill them both. And as you all know, I hate... The thing about the rolling thunder I hate the most is the fact that sometimes it hits you even though you're inside. You're clearly out of the way. And as you can hear from that, it took out my Cerberus, but it didn't kill my Wraith, which was kind of interesting. I was like, oh, okay. Normally that would take out the Wraith and your Cerberus if you both had them in at the same time. So it's quite lucky there. But now we've pulled in front with the help of moi. So now it's on the hunt again. Where could it be spawning? Always checking out where the boss are going to be. I probably shouldn't have shot there, but I wanted to kind of let him know I was there. And then I knew more would come this way. So it's just catching him. As you can see, as they were trying to run indoors, all it takes is just 2 shots. And there we go. I felt a bit cruel at this point, so I'm a bit cruel here. It's just constantly killing these poor people with just 2 shots. And obviously with it, whatever smoke was there, I was like, okay, put hives there. Surely someone's going to run into them. And there you go. My second Cerberus of the game. 88 to 72. And now it's just a waiting game of where. And I could see, obviously, again, to my left, all the teams that side. So surely it was going to spawn this way on. So it's just a case of, let's just wait a minute, just see what happens. Not push too much. Because normally I do that and I run into spawns and then they just insta-kill me off spawn. Because they have spawn protection for that few seconds. So always be aware of spawn protection. It will help them to survive that a little bit longer sometimes. And you want to be careful. So I heard him and then I heard someone else jump. It's like, okay, where is he? Can see his shadow, and there you go, our second Wraith of the game. Even though it was at the end, I knew that would help us to clutch it up. So hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you're new, tap the notification bell to be notified of all my videos, and you truly can be one of Kappa's convicts or convicts. And yes, it is I, the Kappa Convict. I'm signing out, and as always, I salute you. And there we go, 34 and 2. I will see you soon in another video, and Merry Christmas.
I've met recruits who would have kicked your ass.